achieved today to excel tomorrow. Today we're going to be talking some about percents. A percent is a comparison to 100. It's a ratio putting a comparison to 100. So let's look at a few examples. We have 17 hundredths. Okay. Well, if we're comparing this to 100, we have 100%. So any number over 100 will be that percent. 17 hundredths, therefore, is 17%. 9 100ths is 9%. So we have 1/5. Well, if we can make our bottom number 100 by multiplying by 20, we multiply the top by 20 and get 20 hundredths. So 1/5 is 20 hundredths, 20%. As long as we can compare it to 100. 3 25ths make our bottom number 100 times 4 times 4 is 12 hundredths, 12%. So when we are doing our fractions, our ratios, we can get them to compare to 100. We can figure out our percentage from there. Some percentages will be more than 100%, something we haven't seen a lot of, but you can have more than 100%. Say you had 1.25. Well, the 1 is 100%. So if we have 1.25, we can move our decimal over 2 places, and that gives us 125%. We have 1 2/5. Well, let's make our 2/5 into a decimal. 2 divided by 5 is 0.4. So 1 2/5 is the same as 1.4. Move our decimal over 2 to make it a percent, we'd have 140%. Maybe it's an improper fraction, 9/5. 9 divided by 5 is 1.8. Move our decimal over 2, we have 180%. So we can have percents that's more than 100. We also can have percents that's less than 1. Let's say we have a 0.7%. Now this is a percent. It's 0.7 as a decimal, but it's 0.7%. So we have to make it a decimal. To go from a percent to a decimal, we take our decimal 2 places left. Like over here, we went from a decimal to a percent, 2 places right. Here we're going from a percent to a decimal, 2 places left. So 0.7% becomes 0.007 as a decimal, less than 1. 1 over 200, we'd have to divide 1 by 200 and get 0.005. To make it a percent, we'd move it over 2 and hit 0.5%. So we can have percents that are less than 1. This is kind of an introductory to percentages. We'll be working with percentages as the days go by, and there should be more videos coming up on that. But this is working with less than 1%, more than 100%, or just turning our ratios into percents. Let's achieve today to excel tomorrow.